I'm Alana Taylor, and welcome to Teenview TV. It's that time of year again where everyone in the Wichita area goes downtown to celebrate the Riverfest, and Teenview magazine was there to capture it all. From the live performances, events, and even the food, the crew was there to experience it. I'm Alana Taylor, and today's episode of Teenview TV is about the 40th anniversary of Wichita's Riverfest. It may be over, but it's never too late to celebrate. Also on today's show, if you have a love for cars, make sure you stay tuned to check out FN1's Car of the Week with Greg Fears. We have another edition with This Week in Sports with Michael Morgan, but up next, check out What's Hot in the Web with Malcolm Eugene.
What up, TV and world? My name's Malcolm Eugene, and this is What's Hot on the Web. Welcome to What's Hot on the Web, where we take a look at videos and internet trends from all over the World Wide Web. With that said, let's get into our first video. Well, so much for playground safety. Kudos to his parents for taking absolutely minimal regard for the atrocity that took forth. But I guess one good thing came out of this. This kid's going to be a natural headbanger. Well, on to our next video. Just another day in the hood of Minnesota. What I don't get is if they wanted the mini golf and drive go-karts, all they had to do was go to All-Star Sports. Well, finally, let's go to our last video.
Hey, Dale. Hey, Dale. Yep.
Well, that'll teach them about eating a double cheeseburger while walking through the forest. But, who would have thought that mad cow disease would be anything related to a disgruntled beef patty? I mean, maybe the cow's just mad and just needs a Snickers while listening to some Drake to calm his nerves. Either way, the lesson learned here is if you're going to beef with the beef, make sure the beef is well done. Well, that concludes What's on the Web. For more videos, blogs, or even some of our magazines, please check us out at teenviewmagazine.com. My name is Malcolm Eugene. You can follow me on Twitter at Malcolm Eugene. I'll be tweeting during the live show. So definitely check us out. I will see you next episode.
Battle Stations Gaming offers a unique digital experience with the best technology in a clean, safe, and fun environment. We have over 1,000 games available on PC, Xbox 360, Xbox One, PS3, PS4, Wii U, and more. Play for only $5 per hour or $20 per day. We also offer hosting for birthday parties, private lock-ins, and fundraisers. Check out our website, battlestationsgaming.com, for featured games and upcoming events, and be sure to like us on Facebook. Battle Stations Gaming on the northeast corner of Central and Greenwich, where everybody knows your game.
It's that time. Time for caffeine. Time to remember why I'm up at this hour. Training and preparing for when things heat up. So when that alarm goes off, I'll be there to help. Everything I'm doing today is going to make all the difference for tomorrow.
At Butler Community College, your tomorrow is closer than you think. Enroll now for classes. Butler Community College. Let's take tomorrow.
Welcome back to another episode of This Week in Sports with Michael Morgan. Today, we're going to be discussing fantasy football and the impact it could have on your season. Also, we're going to be discussing the Mayweather-Pacquiao fight and if it could have been the death of boxing. All that and more in just a bit. All right, guys, I have my special guest with me here today, Mr. Malcolm Eugene. Come on over. All right, Malcolm, how are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good, man.
That's
How
great,
about yourself?
I'm doing great, I'm just ready for this. So today, we're talking about fantasy football, and I know you love fantasy football,
I
right?
do love fantasy football, man. It's right around the time where I can actually make a little extra money to pay my bills.
Yeah.
Cool thing though, last year I actually almost won. I came so close. I tied for the championship.
Yeah.
I've never seen that in my life. Basically, it came down to the players I had on my bench, and what I did was previously pick up a bunch of defensive players.
So your opponent could have picked them up?
Yeah,
that
so
makes sense.
what I did was I had all these defensive players on my bench, and it was going by what they scored, and so I lost. It was the difference between about $160 and $270. I was, man.
I actually got fourth in my league, which was really sad. But it was just because I made a bunch of bad moves the last 4 weeks. But I'll tell you, there's a few people that I drafted last year. This year are going to be good. So speaking of that, we're going to talk about first fantasy sleepers. Guys that you think are very under the radar and can come in and make a big impact.
Yeah.
So number one, who would you say?
Well, just based off the year and the last few games that he had, Ben Roethlisberger, definitely going to be a pickup in the first 3 rounds, I want to say.
Yeah. I think with him, I think he'll actually fall, honestly. But because people like to go with people with the names of Matthew Stafford, Matt Ryan, that kind of stuff. But Big Ben comes in, and he has Antonio Brown with him.
Yeah.
So that gives him the big playmaking ability and all that stuff.
And Le'Veon Bell,
Yeah.
but you look at Matt Stafford and Matt Ryan, or Matt, those guys.
They do have their big wide receivers. They have the Calvin Johnson and their Julio Jones, but
last year they were only
they're
all right.
It's pick city with them. My biggest sleeper, which this isn't really a sleeper, but it's Le'Veon Bell, and he seems to be dropping out of a few of the mock drafts that I'm doing into the second round, which is crazy because if I have the first pick in the draft, I'm taking him. Yeah. Last year he blew up for me. I got him in the third round, and he went berserk. I mean, he killed it. Okay, so for our next segment, we're going to be talking about the death of boxing, and for that, I want to bring in my very special guest, Three Fingers. Come on in. How you doing today, sir?
I'm doing pretty good. That's a nice little
That's a nice slide. I liked it. Yeah.
Slide in on these people.
Okay, so for this, you guys both watched the Mayweather-Pacquiao fight, right?
Yeah.
Biggest fight of the century. What was your take on it?
Snooze fest.
Yeah. You?
It was pretty boring.
We waited so many years to see this happen, and it was just so anticlimactic.
Yeah.
It was a letdown, definitely. I think that Mayweather definitely deserved the win, but the way he played and boxed to win was just boring. He just ran around the ring, and it was really.
It was a dance.
It was a
nice
dance.
dance.
It was a nice 8th grade formal that we saw. It was cool.
Hey, that's what Muhammad Ali used to do, though.
Yeah, but
But Muhammad Ali had that footwork though.
Yeah,
he
exactly.
had that footwork.
The reason he could dance is because of his footwork.
Yeah.
That was the
It
reason.
seemed
Mayweather
like
ran, literally.
Mayweather was hugging and
Yeah,
ran. So
definitely.
I don't know.
It was cute though.
Bromance.
So would you guys consider that fight to maybe boxing starting to decline? Because that's the Ollie Frazier of this century. What's what it was supposed to be. It's supposed to be the greatest fight now. And it just
I don't know.
made people mad. I guess it sucked.
Boxing in general, I'm more of a UFC guy.
Same. That's
personally.
how I am. Definitely.
So boxing is just it's more I don't want to say it's catered to the older crowd, but that was more of their thing back then.
It just feels like it's all about the money now. Like that's all.
Especially with Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah, they wasn't about the fight. It wasn't about everybody wanted to see them fight. It was just like, oh, let's make some money. We already got your money, so let's just put on a show. Like if I got paid for a big event, I wouldn't put my all into it either.
Yeah, definitely. All right. Well, thank you guys for being here. It's a great talk so far. All right, guys. Thanks for being here with me today on another episode of This Week in Sports with Michael Morgan. I'd like to thank my guests, Three Fingers and Malcolm Eugenes, for being on with me today. Next week, we'll be back discussing more sports and talking about all the topics that you're dying to hear. As always, I'm Michael Morgan. This is This Week in Sports with Michael Morgan, and that's Buckets.
Teenview Magazine presents Youth Speak Out.
Welcome everybody to another edition of You Speak Out. I'm your host, Three Fingers, and I'm here with an amazing panel today. You guys want to introduce yourselves?
Hi, I'm Alana Taylor.
I'm Michael Morgan.
It's Eugene, baby.
And today we got a good topic. We're talking about Riverfest. Riverfest has happened last week, and we're basically having a recap of Riverfest. You guys enjoyed it and everything, right? Well, let me just say, I'm glad that the water balloon fight's over.
Yeah, definitely.
That was real hard. Just getting all that stuff together, the planning, but it was a good turnout. I had fun. But like I said, today's topic is about Riverfest, and for those who don't know, Riverfest is a Wichita only thing that happens every year around this time or before this time, and it's basically a time for all of Wichita to come on down and enjoy fun entertainment by the river. That's the best sum up I could think of when I think of Riverfest. So my first question is, do you guys like going to Riverfest? Anybody want to take this?
Well, I used to.
Okay.
I used to like going to Riverfest, but now it's just a little too expensive. They charge double what they've charged for years for the River Festival. But
this is the 40th anniversary of the Riverfest. You guys know that?
I didn't know that.
It's been 40 years. Yeah. Like, man, that's older than me.
Really?
Yeah. I usually only go to the River Festival for one thing, and that's funnel cake.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something else. That's cool.
Not anymore.
Michael, do you like going to the Riverfest?
No. I'm 16. I've been 4 times in my life, and I hated it each time.
I'm sorry. Why did you dislike it?
It was just boring to me. You go there, and there's just nothing to do. There's the shops, and there's the stuff that you can eat and stuff, but it's not fun.
I really enjoyed last year's Riverfest, and I enjoyed this one. It was pretty cool. I like the water balloon fight. That was fun. Just being out there, the music and all that was just amazing this year too, just like last year. Alana, what do you think?
I used to go to the Riverfest every year when I was little. We used to go to the parade every Friday. Well, when it happened, I guess. I don't really enjoy it anymore. Like Michael said, there's nothing to do other than eat food and walk around by the river.
So do you think Riverfest is for the older crowd or the younger crowd, or because we're kind of in that in-between age? Well, some of us
I want to say the older crowd and the younger crowd, because I used to go all the time in high school, in front of Century 2 and that bridge.
Why'd you go?
For the funnel cake.
For the funnel cake.
For the funnel cake.
Funnel cake.
This is a PG show, so I'm going to keep it there. But yeah, I don't know, it just kind of faded out. You get older, you grow out of things, and that's just kind of what happened with the River Festival.
I'm gonna knock them. I think it's for the older group, and then I think it's for a younger generation too. I think once you hit 14-ish to 25 maybe, it's just kind of
Yeah, we're all at the awkward age where there's not much to do in Wichita, and the Riverfest is supposed to bring stuff for us, but it really doesn't.
Yeah, I agree. We can talk about hot spots all day. So, what's your favorite event when you did go to the Riverfest? What was your favorite event of the Riverfest, Solana?
My favorite was the parade.
The parade?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree with the one on the parade.
The parade was legit because you got to see people that you don't see. They only come out once a year. You'll see them at the parade. But other than that, the funnel cake.
That's my favorite event.
This used to be a funnel cake eating contest.
The funnel cake or the zip line.
Can we have Funnel Fest? Can that be a thing? That'd be awesome.
That doesn't sound too PG. But
whoa,
yeah, funnel cake.
Okay. So the parade, that's at the beginning of Riverfest, correct?
Yeah.
You guys don't like the fireworks? You guys will stay for the fireworks at the end?
I mean, I can see him from across town. and I don't need a button to watch him.
That's the sad thing. Like, they only said the parade because that means they only go there for the first thing. It's free, I bet, too, huh? I've never been to the parade, to be honest with you. I didn't even go this year. I'm just being real. All right. So, okay, funnel cake. You said funnel cake. The next question is, what's your favorite food at the Riverfest? And you said funnel cake. Explain why.
Well, can't really find it anywhere else, you know. So.
Except for at Dylan's when you make it.
Yeah, but you know, when I go there, I don't be looking for funnel cake. I like my funnel cake where I have to buy the tickets before I buy the cake. So
the tickets never make sense. It's like,
well, let me tell you though, it's because it prevents people from robbing the place. You know,
of course,
all the money's in one place, whereas you have all these separate little booths. They don't want people.
But it seems like every time I go to Riverfest and buy food, it's like I always got like 2 tickets left over and I can't get nothing. And that's the crazy thing about those tickets.
Yeah.
They do it on purpose.
Yeah. So you can buy more tickets?
They make money from it, yeah.
I see. Michael, what's your favorite food at Riverfest?
I mean, funnel cake. I mean, I feel like that's everyone's. There's no diversity here. Like, funnel cake and parades are awesome.
What's your favorite topping on the funnel cake? Just straight up original?
Strawberries.
Strawberries.
Powdered sugar.
Powdered sugar. Yeah, this is the original, man.
I like the original, too.
Original? Okay, what's your favorite food? Is it funnel cake also?
Yep.
Jesus.
I like.
What's our second favorite?
No one said turkey legs.
Turkey legs. Fried pickles. They one year I think they had fried Twinkies.
Fried Twinkies.
The frozen lemonade though. I like frozen.
I like
frozen
lemonade.
Frozen lemonade is cool. But everyone that I talk to, they always go to Riverfest for a turkey leg. Turkey legs and the fried pickles are
but I can get a turkey leg.
I can get fried. Yeah, I can get fried pickles at my house.
It's just.
They also have like the fried onions too, don't they?
Fried onions, yes, or we call them onion rings.
It's like
It's like a whole onion.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's an actual onion ring.
Alright.
That's funny.
Okay, cool. I like the turkey legs, to be honest with you, and the fried pickles. Those are my two
I feel
things.
good. Those are good.
Funnel cakes is good, but I just can't. I'm not gonna go all the way to Riverfest just to get a funnel cake.
I will.
I'll go for a turkey leg though. So.
Ooh, but, hey, last year though they had that red velvet funnel cake.
I remember that. Yeah, I think
that was
Devontae
legit.
had one. We was up there at Riverfest last year, and Devontae had one. So yeah, they are pretty legit. So I'll give you guys that. But my last question for this You Speak Out is, why do you feel people don't go to Riverfest as much anymore?
Yes, Malcolm.
Okay, yes, Malcolm.
Because the buttons they were $10. I mean, I'm so used to paying $5 for a River Festival button. It's cheap, affordable. Now you're charging me double for the same stuff, probably even less stuff that you had, the years before. It's kind of crazy when you think about it. I think.
I think my problem is like I agree with him. You have to pay $10 for the button, but you're paying $10 for nothing, for funnel cakes, like legit.
Yeah.
You gotta pay on top of that. You gotta pay
like 6 tickets, and then you gotta go.
Wait,
Yeah,
okay.
it's so complicated.
Do you gotta have a button to get inside the food court area though? 'Cause I thought you have to have a button.
You have to have a button to participate in Riverfest.
Man,
I used to sneak in.
Man, watch out for them snipers.
Yeah. No.
Alana, why do you think people don't show up?
I feel like it's hyped up too much, and then you go and there's nothing to do.
It's a disappointment.
Like, yeah, and you pay so much money. Like, if you're going just for funnel cake, you're paying like $16 for a funnel cake.
And
because by the time you buy the ticket and actual,
there's better things to do in Wichita that are free than that.
Yeah, the thing about it is called the River Festival, and we barely have water in the river.
Yeah.
Well, considering all this rain we've been having, I'm pretty
There's
sure.
a lot of
Yeah,
water
too
this
much
year.
water.
I mean, I like the concerts. I just don't. I don't know.
I wish they'd start thinking of new ideas to do there, like start being more innovative with it. Like, the water balloon fight was cool, and I mean, we ran it, so I thought it was cool, but I thought it was cool because of something
They got the zip
new.
line. They got what? The river walk.
The zip line is fun.
Don't they have a helicopter too?
Helicopter.
I don't like
rides.
heights though, so
Yeah,
I
but why
don't.
would you want to go on a helicopter ride around Wichita?
Do you know how much that helicopter ride is though? It's
Because
super
it's awesome.
expensive. It's so expensive. I don't know the actual number.
Unless you don't get, I don't know. Helicopter rides, that just seems like it's kind of like the go-kart theory. Like, as soon as I learn how to drive, go-karts aren't that fun no more.
I love those.
I still like
Go-karts are
go-karts.
still
Go-karts
fun.
are still awesome.
Whatever. But I think it's just the weather, really. The weather, and like everyone talks about like how violent the River Festival is. Like I don't want to promote it on the show or anything, but like people always like, I don't want to go to Riverfest. There's always fights, and it seems like kids nowadays just meet up to go fight. Like, go have fun. It's Riverfest, you know. We only get it once a year. It's a Wichita thing. Just go have fun. That's all I really have to say. Like, there's a lot of events. There's music. It's just a peaceful time for Wichita to get together. And that's kind of what the water balloon fight was all about, was to get Wichita people involved and together to do things.
I have a quick question.
Yes.
If there's one thing that you guys could add, what would it be? Like, if you're gonna add an event to Riverfest, what would it be?
As much as this sounds like it contradicts what I just said, but I would have more like well-known artists. Like, I understand like the Village People was cool, Grandmaster Flash last year was cool, but I think we should have like more like.
Jazzy Jeff this year.
What did I say?
You said Grandmaster Flash, I'm pretty sure.
Who was the other person I said? Jazzy Jeff. Well, yeah, he was here this year. Yeah, I don't know. We're just gonna wing it. But I think more events like, I don't know, maybe some well-known play. I mean, you ain't gotta bring 2 Chainz or anything, but like, because that's gonna cause more fights. But you know, to have somebody like, I don't know, Kelly Clarkson
or you know, Big Sean.
And they did have Rolling Thunder that one year.
I feel like it should turn more into the state fair, where they have big people coming and bring a lot more people from around.
But the thing about the state fair is the reason people like going to the state fair is because they have all those rides. Like, people go to the state fair because it's like almost an amusement park.
And turkey legs.
And turkey legs.
I agree.
But they have turkey legs at Riverfest.
I didn't know that.
Any last closing remarks? We gotta wrap this up here soon.
Well, yeah. Will I go next year?
Depends.
Guess
Are
that's
they
the
gonna
final
lower
question.
the button prices?
We'll see. We'll see.
I mean, the recession is over. There should be
Well, Alana, you got any? I was gonna close up. Sorry. Well, I think we had a pretty good talk here. How do you guys feel about the second You Speak Out?
Yeah, it was cool.
It was cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, like I said, my closing word is just like, go to Riverfest next year and just have fun, man. Just don't go to fight. Don't go to meet girls or holler at dudes or whatever you do. I don't know. just have fun. Go to Riverfest. It's once a year. You know, we only get it once a year, so go have fun and just Riverfest. But yeah, Riverfest. Hashtag Riverfest. But I'm Three Fingers. That was You Speak Out. I want to thank my panel here. You guys want to, like, any final words, or you guys already had it? But
I already got my
words. Superhuman Society coming soon.
Always promoting themselves, as Marquise would say. Well, thank you guys, and I guess we'll catch you guys next week.
Are you interested in the digital and media arts? Ever asked, why do I have to go to Kansas City or Denver to an expensive private art school? Why isn't there a program in Wichita? There is. Bethany College Mindfire offers certificate and degree programs in audio recording, 3D animation, filmmaking, and video game design. You can also transfer credits and apply directly for the Bachelor of Arts in Animation and Cinema Studies. Want more info? Just go to bcmindfire.com.
As you can see, we had an amazing time at the Riverfest this year, and we can't wait to see what's in store for next year. I would like to personally thank everyone that was involved with this episode, and thanks to you for watching. If you're on Twitter as much as I am, make sure you follow us and give us a shout out, and follow our crew members too, because we'll be live tweeting during all of the episodes this season. Who knows, you might learn something about behind the scenes or even get a shout out in our magazine. Next week's going to be a crazy episode because we're kicking off episode 1 of 3 of Battle of the Sexes. The first episode is going to be Girl Code, the second episode is going to be Guy Code, and then third it's going to be a battle between the male and female cast members to see who's the more dominant in Teenview. I'm Alana Taylor, and I'll see you next week on Girl Code.
Three Fingers Productions. That's all we need.
Creativity isn't something you learn. It's something you discover. We're all born creative, but it isn't always fully realized. Take ideas and turn your vision into something tangible. Not just to grow, but to thrive, to test yourself, and to find your instincts. Mold your own path to success. Experience yourself in your true colors. At Bethany College at Mindfire, our goal is to see your future created. Bethany College at Mindfire. Create your future.